This video is to answer the very common question that we get, which is really a two-part question of, does my credit union need to train all of my employees? And if so, how much is it going to cost?
Hi, I'm Jason Perry, founder and CEO of Trident Shield.
And I'm Lauren Perry, co-owner of Trident Shield. This video is to answer the very common question that we get, which is really a two-part question, which is, does my credit union need to train all of my employees? And if yes, how much does it cost? Jason is going to take the first part of that question.
I'll take the easy question. So the first part of that question is, should I train all my people? And the short answer is, you should at least offer it to all your people to avoid possible litigation. Now, as far as, what best practices are, obviously that's going to be training everyone. And the reason for that is that, it's better to have 100 people all on the same page knowing what to do in a bad thing than 2 or 3 or 10, right?
And we find that our credit union clients have no problem at all requiring this training of their employees. They just roll it right into all of the other compliance training that is very common in the industry. And their employees really have enjoyed the opportunity to have access to this training annually and have it be required of them. So it's gone over very well and very smoothly for our clients.
Yeah, in fact, they find that this is their favorite training. Time and time again, we get feedback that this was the one training that they actually enjoyed of all their other compliance training. And that's really simple. The answer to that is pretty simple. This applies to all aspects of their life. When you do quality training like we do, they're going to be safer at home. They're going to be safer out shopping. They're going to be safer at a concert, at a football game, just in all aspects of their life. And they really appreciate that you've invested in quality training that cares not only about them at work, but their whole, during their whole life.
Yes. So now to the part two of that question of how much does it cost? Now that we've answered the question and advised, yes, you should train everybody, what will that cost your credit union? And I can't give you a totally straightforward answer on that because there's multiple components of information that factor into when we quote our clients. But we can give you a general overview of how we currently price our training offerings so that you can get an idea, a ballpark. So we have our 3 training mediums. We have online training, webinars, and our in-person live sessions. And so they all have a few different pricing structures. Our online course is charged per person. We start at $50 per person for the smallest number of employees, and then we scale down from there as your employee count gets bigger. So for example, a company or a credit union size of 50 people is $45 a head for a total of $2,250. So we think that that's a great deal to train 50 people and for the training quality that you receive. And part of that, what you do receive is a full year access to the training course. So your employees can go in and out of that course as many times as they want and go back and review content if they forget something or they want to review, just go through it again. I mean, we find that the training content it's a lot to absorb and it's pretty cool in our opinion. So we do get a lot of people who like to go and watch some of the training videos again and those skills. So
So the great thing about having access to it for a full year is, it is drinking from a fire hose, right? It is a lot of content. And we are the only company that we know of that actually continuously updates our course. So as new techniques, as new studies, as new, ways to counter the threat come about, we change the course and we notify people. So we find that people enjoy going back over and over and seeing how things are evolving.
And the other benefit as far as that pricing model and the online course is that we include turnover as part of that cost. So even if you, for some reason, had a 100% turnover of your employees, you wouldn't pay any extra to train all of those new employees as long as that total number never exceeds your original employee count. So that model has worked really well for our credit union clients.
Yeah, it makes it really easy to budget.
So the next option is the webinar model, which is a live webinar. So it kind of blends the live in-person sessions and the online model. And it's a really good option right now in the COVID era if you don't want anyone to come on site or if your employees aren't necessarily in the same location. And so that pricing model is going to be $70 per person. We charge a base price of $3,500 for the webinar. And then if you have employees, that's for 50 people. And if you have more than 50 on top of that, then you would pay $70 per person in addition to attend the webinar. And then our live in-person sessions is kind of our premium option when we send an instructor on site. Very often it's Jason. And so that is $100 per person. We charge a base cost of $5,000 per session for 50 attendees, and anyone on top of that 50 is $100 extra. So that is a general overview of our current pricing. Talk to us directly so that we can quote you based on your specific needs, and we'll make sure that we advise the right fit for you and take care of you. We hope this answered your question, and we look forward to working with you.
Remember, together we save lives.
Like this video and subscribe to our channel for more safety and security videos to empower your organization, and learn more at tridentshield.net.